Oh, but we're going to start the first battle of the night. Valley Fortress. We have Musketers attacking Valley Fortress. As Arambactus says, very strange ban on Mongolia and a very strange pick on Valley Fortress. Let's see if they get stuck at the C point. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a C point, massive C point hold. Normally, what happens would be interesting to see if Legion, we have our own Ajaz as well in the team of Legion. Interesting to see if they hold the A and B point. Quite a full few moles coming out from Musketers. We've got like 7 moles actually coming out. About 6 short swords coming out for Legion. Quite a few low tier units as well. I didn't get to see. I didn't get to count how many higher tier units there were. Honestly, if you just had moles and berserkers, I think you could just death ball it all the way to base, because the only problem is that the moles would run out of health, but the berserkers won't. Quite a few berserkers for musketers though. A couple of winged hussars. Keshig is always an interesting pick. Not really as strong as they used to be. We may see a forward defense here at the A point. Love to see some teams make use of the map. Especially this wall section is going to be very good for berserkers or some other like good brawler type units. Left side siege tower getting there fast. Doesn't look like Legion's spending any resources to destroy them. Just gonna let them get up so far. We got the right side tower being a little bit slow, but the middle side and the left side tower getting picked up fast. We're going to see them hit the wall any second now. Probably got these 3 Legion players on the back going to provide fire support. Let's see if we see long-range Metallators. I'm expecting long-range Metallators shooting towards the A point. Quite a few Musketers on the left-hand side. Actually, I'm not sure which one they're stacking. They're just getting all the siege weapons deployed. Battering ram's about to hit the wall. Right-hand side about to hit the wall. I mean, battering ram's about to hit the main gate. Right-hand side siege tower's about to hit the wall. All siege towers are up. Battering ram at the gates, bashing it down. Should go down any second. Well, nothing's happened so far. They spent the first 2 minutes just pushing all of the siege weapons. I don't think very much has died, in fact. I think only some Metallaloris have died. Right now, a left-hand side push incoming. Metallators firing down, but it's Berserkers. They're just going to rush the pile. There is some Alphaladiers in the mix. Berserkers care not for your stun-on brace. They will murder everyone. Down the stairs they go, one at a time. They really need to just force their way down. A couple of Berserkers broke off going towards the B point, I believe. The stairs being suppressed right now. It's going to be a bit hard to get up there, but Berserkers from Legion is starting to kill. Nice catch! One of the heroes just getting absolutely boned by the Alp Halberdiers just there. You gotta be a little bit careful with these stairs, especially with pathfinding not being the greatest for the heroes. We did miss out on a massive battle here at the A point. A point is also getting capped. The supply point at the B side also gets capped. I think the Metallitor fire would have been more effective at the A point if than the left side tower. When you play longbow, Metallitors, maybe range type units, you want to be as far away from the fight as you possibly can, while also controlling units. So it's hard to say. A gets capped really easily, the supply point gets capped really easily. Legion actually still fighting at the B point, trying to finish off the Berserkers. I think all the heroes are finished off, just some random Berserkers just being let go. Musketers straight onto the C point. Smart move. Don't care about B. B is just extra time. But no troops coming up from Musketers. They're just completely surrounded by heroes. They're going to die one by one, but not Expedition Knights. Loyal Guards get up here. About to be flanked by some Alphaladiers. Does dodge a little bit, but completely surrounded by Berserkers. That line is going to fall real fast. Expedition Knights, Palace Guards, and Shield Maidens all in the mix. Winged Hussars in the back wipes off the Expedition Knights, finishes off, and Imperial Pike March finishes off the Palace Guards and Shield Maidens. Musketers, stop pushing in. You're at a super disadvantage right now. They're throwing unit after unit in. Although they have a unit advantage, this is not good. You're losing units, you're losing heroes. And Legion has recovered from the C point. The beginning was pretty bad for Legion, but after that half-hearted push towards the C point, Musketers losing much of their advantage that they gained. Almus, yes. The problem is this one is the MENA tournament one, and it started at 5. Well, I mean, this is the first battle, so you haven't missed very much. Definitely should have used Cav to rush the C point, but Musketers ignoring the C point and going up towards the base point here. They're clogging up these stairs with just Village Watchmen and Pike Militia. We've got some Berserkers in the mix, though. Palace Guards trying to sally out. Ajaz with his No-Dachi fighting on the front line. This is a good pile of units to slash right through. Massive losses for Musketers, but Musketers just losing Tier 2 and Tier 0 units right now. I'm only worried about whether or not they're going to lose heroes as well. Legion not letting these heroes go. Another Winged Hussar charging straight into an Expedition Knights. These Expedition Knights do take a massive hit. I think half of them are down. Musketers not pushing together. They're just pushing. Besides the push on the base side, left side base stairs, Musketers not mussing up enough strength to just wipe out. We do lose one of the Musketers. Hope he comes back, or maybe he's permadeath. You'd think that they had a better strategy than brute force. Well, then again, it is normally brute force anyway, but this kind of brute force is unorganized. Legion reacting, just pure reacting, and it does seem like Legion will have the advantage. Having a closer supply point means that they can get troops in and out much faster. Being held up here on the south side stairs, heading towards the C point. Tundra Humans coming down, Winged Hussars coming down, catching the back end of all of these units. Tundra Humans get cleaned up by Imperial Pikes, but Winged Hussars also walk through, killing off quite a few of those Imperial Pikes, but Pike Militia does come in to clean up the Winged Hussars, surprisingly. Not slowing down. Really need to reform and reorganize. You're down. You're 5 players down, and you've lost the unit advantage. You used to have 200 units advantage, but now you're down 100. So far, we've just kicked off the tournament with a lot of intense fighting. Musketers just relying on their skills, I think. They don't have a formal strategy. Finally, they start building some mortars. They have access to 30. I don't even think Musketers built any yet. Thanks for the shout out, Almus. I hope you guys enjoy the commentary. I am filling in for Fire. I am Azakai, his co-commentator. He's on his date with his missus, so don't yell at him too much when he comes back. But I hope you can all enjoy the MENA Division tournament for now. We also have the cross-server Asia versus NetEase Division. Oh, well, cross-server tournament later tonight. This Musketer up here on the C point does look like he's going to go down. He is surrounded by more players. A mortar may have just saved him there. No, he does go down. Nipu. Some counter-mortaring fire coming out from Legion. Ironcap Swordsman getting hit, but I don't think any died just yet. Does take 3 or more hits for anything to die from mortars. Mortars are still fairly effective. They have the largest area out of all artillery. Annoying to get hit by, and even get partially hit by. This, 1 by 1. I don't know what Musketers are doing. Another short sword goes towards the C point and just instantly getting instantly dying. No Alpha Nossa? Alpha Nossa 2? It is not SA, it is MENA. I believe the main server is situated in Mumbai, or across the river from Mumbai. I'll be honest with you, Reaper. It does look like a normal siege from the beginning till now. They kind of death bowled it with the Berserkers towards the B point and just crushed it at A. We didn't get to see the battle at A, which is probably more interesting than the Berserker rush. But plenty of mortars have basically just murdered this Loyal Guard squad here on the stairs. Although they're not much of a threat. If you had Winged Hussars, you could just blow right through those Loyal Guards. There's no difference to any kind of Berserker rush. A Berserker rush is a Berserker rush. How you use Berserkers, there's not much difference. You press 1, you press 2, then you press 3. That's all you do. And then you spam 3 and 1 on cooldown. Then you win. Although Berserkers are quite strong, good good positioning and good setups can deal with them fairly easily. The main disadvantage is that Berserkers is like a tier 6 unit if it only had half. If it only had half. Berserkers is basically a tier 6 unit, but only half the models. Musketeers going to reach 3 minutes to go. They haven't captured the C point. The C point being the most difficult task they're going to have in front of them right now. Down 100 units. They're going up the left side stairs pretty heavily. South side stairs also getting pushed up. We have Tundra humans and loyal guards coming. Our Halberdiers getting smashed by Imperial pikes right now. We got some Halberdier sergeants coming in to reinforce. The left side stairs have been pushed up heavily. Loyal Guards going towards the C point. Should have stopped those Winged Hussars before they have a chance to turn around and charge. Here comes the charge for the Winged Hussars, and it is massive, cleaning up a Alpha Halberdiers. Keshigs coming in from the side here. Winged Hussars coming out for Musketeers, and it does wipe out the Imperial Pike, some of the Halberdier sergeants. Musketers here on the C point very heavily. Looks like they'll get the C point, but they're taking fire like no other. Does look like this Winged Hussar charge is just still going to come through. Ooh, getting half stopped. I'm not sure what stopped them, but they are getting finished off. Although the Hussar charge did seem to be at least effective, killing off quite a few of the condottieri and whatever remains there. Massive retreat from Legion. They're letting the supply point go. Also going to lose these Metallators. Probably not the wisest of move, but let's see how well they hold the base point. 4 minutes to go. Musketers going to have one shot and one shot only. Only 440 units will probably pass the critical point. This is where the quality of unit drops drastically, and we're down to bare minimum. We're probably looking at a couple of permadeath and a couple of heroes just out of units. Does look like a massive switch out of their cavalry. Metalla Lordy is being deployed. More Alp Halberdiers. There's a Namcan in the mix as well. That's for sure, that's for sure. Berserkers are great when you have a distraction. Flanks amplify the Berserker's strength by flanking and never fight directly head-on with anything. Because you don't need to most of the time. Berserker's unit is so small that its efficiency is not... it's hard to drop down because of how tanky they are one-on-one at 18,000 health. Some pre-fire. We've got 3 minutes, 14 seconds to go. Nafan Guards coming out for Legion, by the looks of it. Expedition Knights as well here on the stairs. Us trying to get up on those ladders doesn't seem to be very effective. We've got some heroes poking their heads out. I really wish you would switch this side around. There's no point watching the setup. You want to watch the setup from the defenders because the attackers' setup is much harder to gauge, more normal, or it's just too easy to predict. They'll only have one of two main ways to get in. They get through the left side or they get through the south side. Right now, they're stacking heavily on the south side. We got some more artilleries at the gate being deployed. Legion doing very well for themselves, taking down another hero. One by one, these Musketers needs to be careful of their lives. They've already died quite a few times. I do believe two of them have been murdered already. Those Nafan Guards doing works. Thank you, cameraman, finally. It will be very difficult for any infantry line to get past a Loyal Guard and Fortebraccio. But it's even harder to just survive the pure damage coming out from Nafan Guards. This Ballista has claimed 2 more lives. Ballistas are very effective at guaranteeing unit kills. Wow, that short sword barely surviving by the skin of his teeth, taking a ballista shot, taking a musket shot into the face. 10 heroes left. 1 minute 30 to go. Musketeers needs to do something. Or are we just going to sit here, wait until the critical moment? Because the critical moment's already passed. You need to fight. And fight they shall. Finally, the rush has begun. In they go. Nafan Guards moved up, trying to catch some of the infantry as they pull through. Keshigs trying to force their way through an Imperial Pike March, but it does not work anymore. Reinforcements from Legion just swamping the sea point. Does look like Musketeers are completely outmatched right now. Outnumbered and outmatched. I do believe Legion is going to secure this base point fairly easily. 50 seconds to go. I think Legion can comfortably just hunt down the remainder. They've just got a Loyal Guard, a couple of ballistas to beat out. This Loyal Guard being very selfish by staying at the back. But although this is already too late. With 3 of them left alive, I highly doubt Musketers can win the attack. Definitely looking like a normal siege. I think the downfall of having a server that hasn't matured just yet. I think MENA suffers from the not enough players problem. I do hope everyone can help support MENA as much as they can, get more players into the game. I love this game as it is, but unfortunately, not all the servers are equal. Definitely a yikes. We're looking at quite a few permadeath. Actually, this short sword called Ion not dying even once, whether or not where he was in the fight or not is a question to be had, not one that I can be bothered to find out. Musketeers definitely a lot of permadeaths. We're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 permadeaths. I'm just wondering whether or not those permadeaths were early on or at the end. Congratulations on claiming that epic artillery chest. Do remember, guys, if you are not gaining drops right now, you should refresh the stream. You should be gaining drops. Five phases refers to the campaign. 4 garrison probably refers to 4 new maps. I'm guessing 4 new maps, or maybe 4. No, 4 garrisons. Garrisons probably refer to troops. So 4 new troops, 13 monks. 13 monks is probably significant. It either refers to probably refers to a unit. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, evolution, you're not technically wrong. If you die 3 times, well, no, I mean, you can intentionally die, but it's just that if you die 3 times, you're not coming back. So, being down 1 hero is it can be pretty massive sometimes, especially early on. So, would it be more correct to say that you can die up to 2 times? And as long as you don't die a 3rd time, you're okay? Shh, that's Vane's secret stat. Nah, like I've seen people intentionally die before in the tournament. The most interesting strategy I've ever seen was a wall fort battle where the attacking team would um, where the attacking team sacrificed their lives. Um, they just kept fighting forward at the C point, and they just pushed all the way into the enemy, and even though they died, the C point was captured, and they spawned on the C point. I'm gonna grab some water, guys. I'll be right back. Sorry. Chocolate wafer. Yeah, we have information. We have information that the next season may start on the 8th of July, or July the 8th. Reaper? That's not confirmed. Although the teaser does say 13 monks, we. I demand a webcam waiver. You can have the remainder of my last one. Nah, I'm kidding. It's mine. Well, that's very. Well, this is where it's cool. The 13 monks refer to a piece of history where 13 Shaolin monks saved the Emperor of China during the Tang Dynasty. No. Well, MENA doesn't have enough, how to say, players. So it's based, I think the teams that got in was based on player level. Lucky. Trust me, tomorrow morning it's going to be laggy as shit. For some reason, I get bottlenecked by the router super hard in the morning. I think it's because a lot of people are using the internet. Yeah, what Virus said. The monks. Oh, wait, no. The monks helped the kid that became emperor? He wasn't emperor already? Balls of steel. So that's also an important thing. We don't know whether or not the 13 monks is a unit or whether it refers to something just that happening in game. The hint of the 4 garrisons could mean that there's only going to be 4 units, but why would they also give another teaser for 13 monks? And what's also important is that the next teaser, I mean, we've already got this information from a guy from NetEase, who released that the next teaser says 12 weapons. That means we're guaranteed to get another weapon next season. I don't know. Sorry, Anime Freak. I no idea what you're talking about. If you're new to Conqueror's Blade, do not, I repeat, do not waste any honor points or unit medals upgrading the units you have now. My massive tip for you, work on ranged units are shit. Don't use ranged units because early on they're crap. Besides Iron Cap Arquebusiers, but even then they're still crap. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Focus on completing the F5 quest. It's the Path of the Heroes. So complete that. the best idea is to unlock Imperial Pikes and Winged Hussars through the free chests you get. So, um, you will get free chests, a free tier 4 chest after 2 weeks or something. Swords? What? Imperial Pikes and Winter? What? Swords? Swords? Winged Hussars, sorry. No, yeah. But don't get them through honor. Get them through the Signaclum chest that you get. You get one from the... Again, don't... Just save all of your resources. Just save all of your resources. Are you coming back for the cross-server tournament, Fyro? That starts at 8? Alright. Oh, no. Unit medals and... Save your unit medals, save your honor points. You get... Do the F4 quest, you get a free tier 4 and a free tier 5. Also, you get a free tier 4 from actually just logging into the season. Get the Imperial Pikes and get the Winged Hussars. Those are like 2 massive units and the only good units from the honor tree. Start on season 2 or the current season. Honestly, since you don't have much time for this season, go to season 2. Yeah. So when you unlock F5, which is the season, when you click on unit challenges, there is a... At the top left-hand corner, there should be a spot where you can select the season. I'm actually thinking of just bringing up the game in the meantime. Hang on. Ah, you found it. Okay, yeah. Go to the Gilded Age. Go to the Gilded Age. Gilded Age is the best. Loyal Guards or Stalwart. They're called Stalwarts on the my.com server. Unfortunately, we're going to have Harbor City in a minute here. It's because the game is small currently. They want as many players as possible, particularly myself. And my clean feed just shat itself. Come on, don't die on me, you silly bugger. What the heck? Oh, it's not just me! Alright, never mind, it's back. Oh, that's all you do. All you do is just siege. That's what the game's about. All you do is just sieging. That's the main game. The next... the other section of the game is Territorial War. But before you do Territorial War, don't even touch Territorial War. I joined the AI house. Oh, right, that's fine. That's fine. If you join the AI house, just do Territorial Wars to complete your challenges. But if you want to get to the next level, or just like the other part of the game, you do Territorial Wars. But otherwise, you don't have to do... The problem is that Territorial Wars about time as well. Plundered Thief also very good for leveling up units. Expedition, not so much. Although Expedition still more cost efficient than regular sieges. Alright. We're here on Harbor City. 350 unit advantage coming out for Legion. Legion got a massive unit advantage at the beginning. That probably just means that they have more trash tier units. Gonna have to keep that in mind. Both teams coming in with a couple of winged hussars. Which region are you playing from? That's the best way to answer this question. Yeah, so you're on the my.com server, so you're either from NA East or NA North. I mean, NA West. The left and the right-hand siege tower goes down. Does look like they're working on the middle side siege tower. Using a cannon, strangely enough. Cannons does not do as much damage as a culverin, especially against siege towers. Also, these Metallators are shooting too high. Does look like it's going to get up. Oh, it goes down at the very end. You're a good announcer, bro. Thanks. You should do more games. Maybe. I much prefer just to focus on Conqueror's Blade for now. Maybe I'll do other games. If I can get into other games. Right now, I play Conqueror's Blade way too much. Definitely. Very close for the middle side tower. I thought they might have done a big mistake there. Cannons, just for a tip, cannons, mortars do shit all to siege towers. You want to use culverins. Culverins are the best. Seven moles. We have 7 moles coming out from Musketers. This is probably the most moles I've seen out of any teams. You'll learn this one by one. Honestly, I mean, like, there should. Maybe I'll do it myself. I'll make a quick guide to for new players. Catapults are legendary weapons, though. Does look like Legion gone through the middle gate. Gone through the main gate. They're on the supply point right now. We've got more winged hussars coming through. Fort of Ratio is actually catching, and some Alphabetiers catching some winged hussars walking through. Terrible mistake here. Losing quite a few winged hussars for free. These heroes are being very annoying, but does look like one of them just went down. They will get this supply point by the looks of it. Left-hand siege tower does look like it's almost reaching the wall. Right-hand siege tower did get destroyed in the meantime. This is not going to be good for Loyal Guards. Loyal Guards are best in brace. Although they can do a lot of damage to winged hussars. They do a lot of damage in general. Doesn't have to be just against winged hussars. Here comes some. I think there's an unupgraded, or well, non-veteran, non-elited, sorry, Halberdier Sergeants coming up to finish off the rest of the winged hussars. They have the supply point, but they're not able to spawn anything on the supply points. A point is getting capped. Does look like the left-hand side did get up. Legion just doing a lot of things at once right now. The Distraction Force has done their duty. Heavy, yeah. A lot of units on the A point here out for Legion. Legion's going to try to catch this pile of defenders. Nipu needs to keep running, otherwise he's going to lose more men. Legion's just doing a lot of things all at once. doesn't look like they're too focused on any one particular strategy right now. We've got some guys on the left distracting. We've got the main push here off the wall and a couple more distractors here on the left-hand side. Condottieri's need to be faster. You can catch those loyal guards. Condottieri's pulls their way off. Does look like the loyal guards just looked around. Why are you pushing up with Metallolories is my question. Yeah, there's a lot to learn when you play the game, but in general, you don't need to use any of the quote unquote like higher tier units from the honor tree. Just just get the Imperial Pikes and the Winged Hussars from the honor tree, and the rest of your units just get them through the seasonal thing. Get them through the seasonal challenge. There's no unit in the honor tree that's worth it compared to all of the units in the seasonal. Right now, we got a heavy push on the left-hand side. Legion didn't capture the right-hand side. Legion only having around about 150 unit advantage right now. Legion has put themselves in a awkward position. They might get flanked really hard here. And they're coming up to a junction anyway. Stairs. Well, we got Fortebraccios on the left. So definitely Musketers knows what they're doing. They're suppressing this left-hand push. Just waiting. But it's all or nothing here for the defenders. If they lose the left side supply point and they can't take it back, they have to die in order to get new units. Otherwise, running all the way to the right-hand side is almost a death sentence. Mainly because either reinforcing units from the attackers will catch you, or you will be stuck at the right-hand side anyway. Try to finish off the current season if you can. Otherwise, start working on other seasons because when you'll notice that the current season has a discount of -2 challenges you need to complete. A big treb comes out onto these loyal guards. The push hasn't started yet. Well, I mean, yeah. You'll also notice that season 2 also has a discount. So doing either is fine right now. Does look I guess you were correct, Evolution, actually. The left-hand side, left side supply push is not working out at all. I'm very surprised Legion not grabbing the right-hand supply point at the very least. There's only 2 guys there. These loyal guards are going to be slow, but they will take out this Pike Militia really easily. Well, I mean, right is almost has to be guaranteed. Otherwise, you have no chance inside the city. Those flanks need to come in faster. I'd only grab the Berserkers. Honestly, this season, you can mostly skip because they're not mainline units. If you're looking for mainline units, better off going to season 2 or season 5. No, sorry, season 4. They're still trying on the left-hand side. I'd just go back to the right-hand side and push en masse. You have a slight advantage, but do remember that Legion started off with almost 300 extra units compared to the defenders. Another Treb. Gonna hit massively onto this Loyal Guard. Expedition Knights should just move up and just finish them. The Fortebraccio has already pushed back. More Loyal Guards here on the left-hand side. Unfortunately, they didn't see it. Fortebraccios are right in contact with the left, but does look like they got sandwiched. Loyal Guards not making a proper line, getting flanked from either side. Not a good position to be in. Imperial Pike walk up these stairs, trying to force their way through. Just put your Fortebraccios in attack mode. No point in having them in brace when they can't hit shit. Winged Hussars just wiping the entire left side assault off the map. Metallators shooting. This will be pretty. That's a pretty tight mess. Metallators straight into that pile will do massive amounts of damage. A lot of units you can XV spam, or there is a technique to cancel out a lot of their attack animations. It only just makes them slightly more efficient. I haven't seen it too much come out for Legion. Expedition Knights are classically the best unit to use XV strat on, mainly because their attack animation is so short that you can deal instant damage and cancel the attack animation, and they'll attack again almost instantly. But they've kind of fixed it. There is a internal attack timer by the looks of it. Yeah, the Paladins, whatever you guys call them on the my.com server. I really do wish that they would homogenize the name for at least in English. Unfortunately, the right-hand push not being that good. Both teams not doing very well on attacking. Both teams doing well on defending. Does look like defending has a strategy. Attacking does not have a strategy. This is, I mean, it kind of worked. They kind of had a strategy, but they didn't have a way to pull it off. They kind of just trying to rely on their skills. Or maybe the setup's just not good enough. This Maul in the back trying to take out the grape shot. Almost dying for it, though. Does he get away? I do think so. He gets away. This is a good strategy here as well. Come out to the backside. Surround this pile right behind the scaffolding. The Nafan Guard, protect them. Loyal Guards, push up. Expedition Knights, push up. You have Condottieri in the back, though. Nafan Guards will still do massive amounts of damage, as long as you can protect them. The mainline push, what are you doing? These Fortebraccios have lost their hero commanding them, and they've just started retreating. That's not good. The Musketeers are doing a massive mistake, trying to suppress the Legion. They should have waited for them to turn the corner. Instead, they're turning the corner. This is bad, bad, bad. They're losing units like crazy. The base point is getting captured as well. They had to force their way through. This is not good. A two-way attack. Defenders are now throwing their bodies on top of the base point. Grape shot being deployed by Legion. Good strategy. Take out the heroes, make it go faster. Nafan Guard's definitely taking a beating here. We got some cannons. We've got lots of arrows coming out. Now, Namcans, why are you just shooting your regular arrows? Where are your bleeding arrows? There they are. Expedition Knights hold the base point, luckily. We still have the main force on the left-hand side, just sitting there tanking shots right now. Fortebraccios moved up, but Fortebraccios are not going to be that good against shield-type units. In fact, they're almost completely wiped out. Less than 2 minutes to go. Defenders really need to reorganize another attack. We have 600 units for the attackers, 500 units for the defenders. but the quality of units for the defenders looking pretty high right now. I don't think Legion's going to get the attack. Definitely seems like the team with more moles are winning. Yes, because the main point, I mean, the shield walls that Legion has been relying on has been beaten up by the moles too much. And even if the moles didn't deal with them, the cannons, the Metallators have been absolutely devastating. They're not being able to deal with the Expedition Knights too easily either. These Palace Guards also still sitting on the base point, heavily outnumbered, just 5 short swords and a Halberdiers are going to try to fight on an entire army. Winged Hussars cutting their way through. Loyal Guards coming up. Expedition Knights also coming up. Some Halberdiers coming from the defenders as well. They charge straight in. 3 heroes just get massacred by 1 Halberdier. 4 heroes, in fact. Nice charge, nice charge. After that is going to be impossible for Legion to capture the base point as it is. Just tons of units from the defenders just standing on the base point. Conqueror is trying to force their way through, but it's not going to work. Getting surrounded by farmers now. Conquerors are going down. Very aggressive plays from both teams. Legion looking a little bit stronger on the attack, but definitely not having a formal strategy was their downfall. Coordination probably was lacking, sorry, not strategy. Legion doesn't have a lot of moles. It was Musketers that had a lot of moles. Oh, wait, no. Moles also directly counter SS, which Legion has a lot of. That's a lie, kind of. Short sword, you don't... Okay, so you deal with mole the same way you deal with short sword. You just CC them to hell. No, I read it wrong. I read it wrong, because moles... I mean, sorry, yeah. Well, I mean, you could misinterpret that really easily, because you said moles also directly counter short sword, which Legion has a lot of. So you can either go with the latter or you can go with the former. Short sword traditionally is just countered by a lot of CC. Poleaxe is not a lie. Well, directly counters short sword. Well, it's not a lie, but it's not correct either, because I don't believe there's any such thing as direct counter. That's true, Dan. A direct counter to a short sword surviving on point is a mole grabbing him and just throwing him off. That's an actual strategy. Well, that's the thing. The mole has to wait until short sword uses 2 of its CC recoveries, or uses its CC. A direct counter would be something like, let's say, Poleaxe. Poleaxe has three CC abilities he can use. He can use pushback, he can use old bill hook, and he can use rough justice. Not to mention, Kirk de Coben has a massive defense decrease. If you hit him with a 3rd strike, that's a 60% defense decrease. 60% of the short sword's armor disappears for like 5 seconds. I'm very surprised. We're going to see a field battle come out between Legion and Musketers. I really wish they spelt Musketeers right. It's with double E. Otherwise it's Musketers. Does look like we're going to be a little late to start the next set of battles. Arwen Baxter, you've played the tournament. There is no. You have equalized gear, so that's okay. You can't use runes though. There's no runes. Oh, you put they are new good gear. Yeah, 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 yeah. What do you mean evolution? The tournament server the tournament server has baseline gameplay. So a lot of the things that would have like quote unquote progression don't exist in the tournament server. So you don't have extra attributes you don't on your equipment and you don't have runes either. Runes were only introduced this season. Well, honestly, if you had 15 short swords, I think the 15 short swords would win. Nah, The moles would need to the moles would need to separate the short swords, but the short swords have the ability to chase down any particular mole. So they just stack on one guy and just keep CCing an area. This way, the moles wouldn't even get close. Arwen Baxter, that's not even a strategy. If the mole is good, he will never run out of stamina. People forget, and I hate that this happened, but mole has more stamina regen than any other class. Its abilities cost stamina, but that means jack all if they use fast forward and have bonus stamina regen. No, 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 no. Even with the rune, it becomes even crazier. They had a 10% stamina increase at the beginning of the season. I assure you, you can never outrun a mole anymore. On foot, you can't outrun a mole. A mole can get away so easy because they have better stamina regen than you. So unless you have a way to catch them, it's impossible to catch a mole. Honestly, like they the how they balance the mole is really idiotic to me because fast forward's still a problem. They gave them bonus stamina regen, and the only good thing they did was rework its block breaking. So a lot of its skills don't do an instant block break anymore. Super annoyed where quick impact would just instantly CC my entire unit for no reason. Well, I mean, not for no reason, but it would break their block and knock them back, and it's just like crazy strong. Yeah, there's more fights, Spyro. Well, we say it's not good in tournaments, but we're looking at Musketers using a lot of moles. Just count the classes. Against 10 short swords, just count the classes. Yeah, but Evolution, did you see the match before? They had like 10 moles versus 10 short swords in that one as well, but they lost. There's a reason why we say Maul is a pub stomper, and it's OP because it's a pub stomper. Same with Berserkers and Tundras. But the thing is about Berserkers and Tundras, they're units which are very cost effective, so they're still viable in tournament. If you have a Maul, get ready to be wrecked by like five spears or like a bunch of jewel blades. They will one shot your ass. It was okay. So musketeers were attacking Valley Fortress. I won't lie there. I mean, Harbor City is has does seem favored towards the defenders. Yeah, don't ask me why they chose Valley Fortress. I also think that the Sea Point, they didn't have a strategy for the Sea Point. They just tried to brute force it. you would be surprised sometimes how easy it is to destroy Valley Fortress. Anyway, we're here on the tiebreaker. We got Musketeers and Legion here on the tiebreaker on grassland. We're looking at tons of Tundra humans coming out for Legion, not so many coming out for Musketeers, but quite a few Golden Tier Cavs. I'm not sure. Kind of a mix between Hussars, two monastics, surprisingly. Northernlands Cavalry also being picked. Very strange picks, actually. Okay, so does it say siege artillery or does it say siege engine? If it says siege engine, that's the siege towers, battering rams, and those weird floating boards and the trebs. Quite a lot of infantry coming out from both sides, but let's see how well they do with the cavalry. Does look like a massive cavalry rush coming for the sea point. They kind of switched halfway through. 7 guys going towards the sea point. 1 guy being very indecisive right now. Looks like an 8 going towards the C point. We've got 7 going towards the A point. Definitely going to outmatch these guys here at the A point. They have to stop the cap, otherwise B will go straight for the base point. Get on top of the C point, Legion. A point also being hard pressed right now to cap it, right? But the mass of Tundra humans definitely cleaning up whatever's here. This mole should go down in quick order. A and C about to be capped. You've captured C. Forget about it. Go for the base. Go for the base. Legion massing up on the C point, winning out heavily. Although on the backside, we got Tundra humans just swiping past each other. Doesn't look like too many went down, but it does look like the exchanges are not in the favor of Musketeers. Musketeers holding this supply point. Don't need to hold the supply point. You can just go straight to base. Go, go, go. Move your asses. Base point is open for 90 seconds. You don't need to hold the C point. You also have guys at the A point that could head back down to the C point. You guys at the A point, go to the base. You kind of catch these random heroes just. You'll get to see Crusaders later on tonight as well. Legion getting finally suppressed here on the C point. Does look like they ran out of units. Two of their short swords probably lost their horses. This Fortebraccio just rushing up towards the C point does pull off slightly. We got some Corteliers, I think. Yeah, my mistake. I thought those were humans, but those are Corteliers. On other tournaments and stuff. Completely outnumbered right now. Very surprised. Legion had the advantage, but loses it. Why fight? You don't need to fight at the C point. You're down in numbers and you're down in heroes. We've got a couple of Musketers going towards the A point right now. It might be a triple cap. Legion, what are you doing? Are you actually going to be beaten out in your first match? You are the previous champion. This is going to be a huge upset, but they still have the chance of a lower bracket win. Janissary's Huckabootiers firing down. Does look like the B point is being secured, but it is slow. Legion fends off the attack at C, but they are at risk. I don't know why. Legion, just touch the base point. Just touch it. Just touch it. Oh, no, Fyro, he's talking about the My.com one. Apparently the teams were invited to play. Legion chasing down this mole. Caesar might get away. No, his horse died. Definitely not going to get away without a horse. Not to mention, field maps are terrible to run around. The good thing right now is that Legion is up in units right now. 400 units advantage. Does look like Musketers are super down in units, but absolute advantage hasn't been achieved. We still have 2 points for the for Musketeers versus. Well, we may see the C point go towards Legion again. Again, why bother with B? You don't need to bother with B. If B is too heavily defended, just go straight for base. Once that base point opens up, just go headlong straight for it. Down goes another musketeer. Loyal guards actually being deployed. Don't go to the spearhead. Just let them come to you. You're defending. Oh, actually, you need to keep these guys off of the point, so there's also that. Yeah, it's super bullshit how Loyal Guard just go hyper dense like that. They're exchanging units 1-to-1 here, but if this keeps going on, I do believe Legion's going to have an absolute advantage in units soon. They're trying for a triple cap. Is very interesting. They haven't decided to send even one person towards the base point. We've got some spawns from Musketers coming to claim the C point yet again. Losing the B side. Legion, you are scaring me. What are you doing? Probably this is the first time I've ever seen a MENA field battle, and it's not looking too good, if I do say. They're just slamming units against each other on these points. Legion also down 4 players. Where'd they go? Are they permadeath? Or are we waiting for respawns? One guy just spawned back in. There wasn't much of a risk going for the base. Just ignore the supply point and head on to base. You don't even need to worry about C. Even if C gets capped, you had you guys at A to split between. Force the enemy to fight where you want to fight. You want to fight at base? Do it. But right now, they're both waiting on each other to attack. And they are just attacking each other. Losing the advantage slightly. We've only got 300 units for Legion. Unit advantage for Legion now. Down from 400. On a field battle, you have the opportunity to build 1 artillery each. Legion, again, stacking up for a B-side push, but Musketeers are ready for them. Look at the numbers here. We're going to have 7 at least defending here. Legion's going to have to go all or nothing. There's no guarantee for there's no guarantee on either side. They just need to hold more points. Right now, Musketeers hold the points. Every second that ticks down means that Musketeers are going to win. Why are you going to see? You need to all in it on one of the points or you're going to lose. We're now heading on to 2 minutes 30. They can't break through this loyal guard, unfortunately. Imperial Pike's just marching into shields. The worst thing you can do for Imperial Pike Guard advance. Legion, all or nothing. Less than 2 minutes to go. You need to fight, and you need to fight hard. Musketeers, better not sit back either. Guarantee your victory. B point has no attackers right now. Head over to C. Head over to A. Do something. A minute 13 to go. Imperial Pikes have moved up. Winged Hussars in the back. Massive push here at the C. Musketeers, what are you doing? You know they weren't at B, but here they are swamping C. C is going to be an easy cap at the very last minute. In the last few seconds of the battle, it's going to be a double cap for Legion. Legion just needs to hold the A point. The C point... Whoa, the C point just got reset. They're sending in another mole to reset it again. 40 seconds to go. You need to shove these guys off. You need to kill these guys. Another mole about to come in from the backhand side. Get on top of that point. Throw your body. Otherwise, you're just going to lose it. Does get capped. Unfortunately, double cap for Legion. Legion, what are you doing? Not Legion. Musketeers are going to lose. Less than 20 seconds to go. It means that there's no possible way they can cap anymore. Someone needs to rush towards the enemy base point, but there is no Musketeers on the enemy, on Legion's base point. Musketeers going to lose it at the very last minute. Legion actually getting the free C here. No defenders. We have a bunch of defenders at the B point doing nothing. I don't know about you guys, but I'm less commentating and more complaining about how terrible I see these guys are playing. Oh my god, I am inclined to agree with you. The quality of the game has disappointed me. At least the South America tournaments were fun to watch. This was frustrating to watch. This was frustrating to watch. Not even low tempo. It was a high tempo game. It was just that all of the decisions were shit. Doesn't matter about the tempo of the match, because when you get to like AP skill level, battles can be decided in a flash. Oh yeah, I know, Fyro. Just after watching this battle, it's just very frustrating to watch. Why don't you watch the next set of battles while you eat? And Fyro, are you going to come join me? Or should we swap the streams? I mean, don't let the streams cross. Old Ghostbusters joke. They do, but how often do you see a Sandstone Gorge player? Yes. Yes, you have to. Oh no. You should, Almus, convince her to play the game as well. Then you guys can play the game together. Communication is key. Straight into the pick band for... Who are these guys? Hang on, I have the name somewhere. They're just called GNS and ArabKnights. A ban on Mongolia, a ban on Valley Fortress. Very strange picks for me. The ban on Mongolia, like, who would attack Mongolia? Harvest City attack for GNS. ArabKnights, where are you attacking? Catch you later, Almus. Heilong Fjord. Let's see how well they do on Heilong Fjord. ArabKnights, I am confident that you have at least a strategy for Heilong Fjord. Harbour City, GNS. Are you going to be a Cav heavy team? First time we've seen GNS, I think. We saw ArabKnight last season. if any team attacks Angolia and actually wins the attack, I will be very surprised because last season when they had Angolia as the special of the season, it was an absolute stomp for whoever the defenders were. I think the attackers couldn't even get past B or A. I mean, like couldn't get past A at one point. More teams, more players. That's what we want to see. MENA, although you are not having enough, not have very many players, I do expect at least some kind of cohesion. This is Legion and ArabKnights especially. This is your second time in the tournament, and you're playing regular sieges. Or is it because you're just against these solo players, GNS and Musketers? First time I've seen you in this tournament, and you're not doing it for me. A coordinated defense can even defend the hardest of points. The towers are so far from the wall, but you have 4 towers. Yeah, Angolia is like Harbor City. It's difficult to attack because the walls are so high up and so far away. But the map is huge. It's absolutely massive. 4 towers and 2 gates on Harbor City. Actually, 3 towers, 2 gates on Harbor City. Unless you count that broken siege tower on the left that's flaming at the beginning of the battle. That's only if you get past the A or that's only if you get past A or B. Otherwise, it's an almost even fight for the attackers and defenders. Oh yeah, there's also a siege tower that's laying on top of the supply point. I forgot about that one as well. There are many avenues to attack. Angolia has less because it's very special. Because on the north hand side, although the siege towers do get up onto the wall is segregated by another by a stairs. So otherwise you hop down. Unfortunately, units can't jump down. It would be cool if units could jump down. Fire just put a prediction. Who do you think is going to win, ArabKnights or GNS? 2 folks going for GNS. ArabKnights. 0 guys going for GNS. Honestly, if they just made the Sons of Fenris if they just made the Sons of Fenris ability not a charge, but like a targetable where they just jump on off the spot, that would be cool. Oh no. Um press M, click on the thief, and there should be field quests on top of it. We? What we? Just me. Come. Well, Fyro will be here. We'll swap the streams around when the next set of when the cross server begins. Right now we have we could have possibly up to 3 battles happening for Arab Knight versus GNS. I don't know what's taking so long to set up these matches. Normally I'd only give them around about 10 minutes to set up these matches, but we're way behind schedule. Their match should have started around 50 minutes ago. Yeah, when you're out in the open world, you need to click on the thief. Instead of entering it, there should be thief quest in the thing as well. Otherwise, if you're inside the thief, you can press M, click on the thief you're inside, and you should be able to see the thief overlay. The thief overlay, then it goes thief quest, and you click on that, and you complete the ones. Yeah, the overview settings. I can't bet 0 coins to vote. I have 2.5k refresh. So you should be able to collect. So if you're inside the thief and it's inside your wagon or inside your supply dump at the thief that you want to claim the thief quest at. So you click on the thief quest, you looked at the thief quest, there should be a click to collect. Man, if they don't have enough players, I'm gonna be pretty upset. We've been waiting here for a very long time right now. Run all the ads. You can still chat with the guys while the ads are running in the Twitch chat anyway. What time is it for UTC? What time is it for UTC 3+3? Was it meant to start at 1300 or am I missing something? Is UTC plus 3 like right now? Isn't UTC plus 3 13 like 1355 right now, isn't it? It says UTC plus 3, so I mean the time zone is UTC plus 3, so I'm only guessing it's supposed to be, and I have a UTC plus 3 timer up here for me, and it's telling me it's 1359. I mean 1456. So unless yeah, it's running an hour late, and if this runs into the cross server tournament time, that's gonna be hilarious. The cross server starts in an hour. You have to run through at least 2 matches within an hour, so ArabKnights and GNS, get your game on. We need these games to be finished real fast. They want to be accommodating as much as possible. They're not just going to kick people just because they came in late. But I mean, like I would. I think we've spent more time during intermission than any other tournament so far. Actually, I take that back. The first day on SA, where everyone was super late. Well, they try to release the schedule as ahead of time as they can. Whoa! Hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. I'm gonna see if the matches are still happening. Okay, so on the main, yeah, okay, so GNS just forfeited. All right. So just to clear that up for everyone that's watching right now. What? No, no, no. Okay. So apparently GNS has forfeited due to the lack of players. So they have pulled out of the MENA tournament. ArabKnights will move on. That's really strange as well, because GNS will go to the losers bracket still, but does that mean they're not playing either? That'll be interesting. All right, stay tuned, guys. We'll come back in an hour, and we'll be streaming the cross server tournament. Otherwise, my name's Azakai, so if you like me commentating, please support please support me on my please follow me on my own channel. Otherwise, stick around. Fyro will be back in an hour to host the cross server tournament. I will also still be co-commentating with him, but you won't get to see my pretty face. So until then, catch you later. Oh, wait, no. Fyro says he's going to take over the stream now. So you get to see Fyro almost the moment I end this stream. So I'll catch you guys later. Bye.